Somebody call a doctor because bad medicine is back. Over there is Diamond Dave Damone. This is the Appleton Oak. That's the answer. I'm Mason Quinn. Folks, today we're getting back to Alice in Borderland. This is season 3, episode 5. That last episode was incredible. As you all know, I cannot wait to see where we go in number 5.
Oh my God. This is the, as I like to say it in Adity, the penultimate episode of this season. I know it's penultimate, but I like to say the pent. Anyways, I'm definitely ready, willing, and able to see what we're going to do now because that was a hell of an ending to the last episode.
Yeah, as long as nobody's climbing cell towers and having bowling balls dropped on their head, I'll probably be okay, but I'm sure they're just going to raise the bar even higher for this episode, so we'll find out.
Yeah, just bring it on. Bring us some more. I'm sure there's going to be plenty of death. Let's go! Good picking right up. Holy shit.
Question is, has anybody noticed them? Oh, see how they're all super robotic?
Yeah.
They look
No,
digital.
did you see
yeah,
the
they're
digital like lines?
Yeah, the people aren't real.
I love how everybody's walking like NPCs do in a video game.
Oh,
Oh, yep, there it is.
Now, with the way they're doing the depth of field, that shot right there, you could tell.
Whoa.
it was-
Oh. It's me.
it's me.
This is going to be one trippy game, isn't it?
Oh, I love how they're doing the camera work.
You just start following yourself?
Maybe that's where they were right before everything started. Yeah.
Well, how big is the game area though? With those? Oh, wow.
There it is. Oh.
Oh, man.
This is so cool.
That's trippy.
これ合成そうね。
合成これが
And the door closes, and you can't even tell.
No.
Oh, man.
My luck, I'd walk right into a monitor.
Oh, this is so trippy. Oh. Are they all getting split up? Or is
Oh,
it that
there's the red jacket right there. But is this something they've actually done? Oh, it must be.
ありがと
お腹すいた
What?
Oh.
Oh, the what could be. Oh, it's really her.
Oh,
Is it?
Yeah, she's not in the.
she's not in the video. She's wow. This is wild. The way they did that.
Well, look at you.
Like 5
Holy
minutes in, we got
shit.
a reunion.
Oh, good.
And now,
you were worried.
as if there was any doubt, Usagi, yeah, you're pregnant.
一緒に帰ろう
Yes.
Got a bit of an oblique injury
Yeah,
here.
don't worry about that. You're the one that said she was with some other guy.
Now look behind him. There she is. What a mind game.
Oh.
お前
Oh,
Yep.
う。やめてアリス
姉さん。
I'll remember the information he was fed versus what he.
Yep.
彼はここまで一緒に戦ってきた。
詐欺。
彼がいたからこそ、私はここまで来れたの。
Did you? The last game you did it.
命を救われた。だから、アリスに会えた。
So that way you can do the ultimate betrayal.
Oh, look at him.
エントリーを締め切ります。
Oh boy.
エントリー数10名。
エントリー数10名。ここいるの9人なの。
Nope. There's
9.
Sagi has 2.
子供。
え
Yeah.
子供だ。
Do we gotta do the
妊
math?
娠してるんだよ。
Oh,
There it is! Finally!
Oh, is it?
子供がいるの
Yes. Yes, you are.
俺たちの子供がいる。
I bet you Matsuyama didn't know that.
Nope.
No, he did not.
お腹の子を入れて10人か。
めでてえな、
この状況で子供って。
Yeah, how's the child gonna play?
Yeah. Yeah, this isn't
Come
like
on.
Squid Game.
ゲームを
It's not
開始
even
します。
born yet.
始まる。
腕輪と首輪を装着してください。
Oh, wristbands and collars.
One's missing.
Because you can't have a collar.
Yeah.
But she can have 2 wristbands.
Yep.
ゲーム未来すごろく。
Future.
And now the intro.
Dude.
What happens to us in the future? What do we become?
Souls or something? That's not you. It's your kids, Marty. Something's got to be done about your kids.
Well, how the rule's gonna be for the baby here? That's what I'm trying to wrap my head around.
You know, because like I said, in Squid Game, it was physically
Yeah.
in the room. You know, here it's still in Usagi's body.
Oh, it's in the womb.
Yeah, in the womb. Thank you,
Instead of the
answer.
room. Tension is high, folks.
Well, I mean, the last time we had a game with collars and stuff, that went fine.
Totally cool, dude. Nothing to be worried about.
Ship shape.
Everybody made it.
計25の部屋があります。台の上でサイコロを振り、次の部屋に進むことができます。15ターン以内に出口のある部屋を目指しましょう。ただし、サイコロを振り、その部屋から動けません。ドアはロックされ、強制ステートに
Oh.
Oh boy, this isn't going to be good.
挟む位置に移動する必要があります。
Wow.
各15ポイント振り分けられています。ドアを通るためには、腕輪を扉にかざし、どなたかの1ポイントを消費する必要が、
Oh, boy.
元来た部屋に戻るには、1ターンその場所にとどまり、次のターンを待たなければ戻れません。または、強制ステイになった場合も、ターンごとに1ポイントずつ消費します。ポイントが0になったらゲームオーバー。
Oh,
Oh.
Oh, I like the animation there. That's lovely.
Oh, that was nice, yeah.
皆さんの未来の映像が映し出されます。その中から選択した未来は皆さんが出口に到着した後、
oh wow. It's going to happen?
本当に起こる未来。
The future.
He's trying to figure something out. The
That's
future that will
interesting.
come to pass.
So you get to choose your future?
サイコロの目の人数に従って自分の未来を選択しながら
Choose. Jeez, man.
みんなで協力し合って出口を探せってことか。
Yeah, but then it might be someone's.
それではサイコロを振り、どの部屋に進むか選択してください。
Ah.
時間は3分。
16.
I'm already nervous.
Because if you find an exit, what if it's a bad future and that's the future that's come to
Well,
pass?
what if you roll 4 ones? Then only 4 people can advance.
サイコロは俺の得意分野だ。
ギャンブル依存症でしょ。
第1ターン、スタート
I。don't think dice is anything you're good at or otherwise. It's just how it goes.
よし。
4, 7, 5,
9,
1.
16, 17.
All right. Pick your doors.
The thing is, you put too many people in one room.
Well, remember, if Alice and
Look at
Usagi
this.
want to stay together, that counts as 3.
Where you can kind of see your futures in each room.
これが本当に起こる未来。
Could be.
本当に。
Future hasn't been determined yet. It's what you make of it.
It's all to mess with their heads. That way they aren't making.
Oh,
they're
yeah.
not going to
Look
make
at he's
logical
winning.
choices. We want to mess with you emotionally.
壁ごとに起こること違くないか。だって未来が違うってことか。
そろそろ違う研究に移行したまえ。Yep. You're gonna have to do some hard choices. Because you might live, but you might have a bad future.
This actually happened to him.
これが本当に起こる未来だとしたら、俺は青の方に住みたい。
私も。
It's the
でも
happy
青の
one.
扉を進めるのは最大で7人。
Yeah, only 7 people can go through.
俺は一人か。僕は黄色がいいな。なるべくポイントを減らさずに進めることが。
できるだけ一緒に行動した方がいいってことね。
東の部屋 D3 に進んでほしい。俺たちは北の部屋 C2 に行く。この図面の右上の部屋 D2 ですぐに合流できるだろうか。
Got it. Okay.
D3
The point, yeah, see, all this is just to mess with everyone.
Yep.
僕たちは赤の扉でも構いませんよ。
残り時間1分。
Yeah, you guys are going to have to make a choice here.
じゃあ決まりだな。随分とこの男を信用するんだ。
Oh, here we go. We got 1 minute.
嫌なら違う扉進んでもいいんだよ。
Yeah, that's true. Nobody's forcing.
There you go.
それでは選択した扉に腕輪をかざし、
よし、行こう。
Well, at least their watches have a map on there so you don't get confused, right, Oak?
必ず後で合流しよう。
オッケー。
Made things pretty clear here.
ではよく入ってました。
今回はだいたい3日で1枚を書き上げるぐらいに。
That's probably going to come back later.
マイナス1ポイントの部屋になります。選択
なん
して
でマイナス1ポイント？
おそらく強制的にポイントが削られる部屋が点在してるんじゃないか。入ってみないと減点があるかわからないとなると。
さっきアリスのポイントを使ったから。
Oh, I thought they would each have to use a point to go through the door.
Yeah, this is
これが本当に起こる未来だとしたら、この部屋も青の扉選びたくなるけど。これ見たかったんだ。
This is going to be conflicting, though, isn't it?
あんた建築士目指すの？
俺が
And those images could be tricky too. Might not be telling the whole story.
じゃあ他のみんなは青い扉を進んで C1 の部屋に行ってくれないかな。
He's gonna ruin that.
the research funding you wanted.
後で合流しよう。
That'd be a good one.
Oh, it's so frustrating because Usagi has no idea like we know. Oh,
Wow,
they're giving us a lot more in those futures.
このゲームは俺たちの頭の中まで覗いてんのか？
Oh, I love this view.
Yeah, what's going on in D3?
全部2。
All twos?
This is.
D2 の部屋で合流しよ
了解。
Oh,
Oh.
They can talk too.
Roger that.
well, good. I'm glad they can talk because I was wondering, like, how are they going to read each other's minds
Yeah.
on this stuff, you know?
第3ターンスタート。
1と2。
Oh, somebody's gonna have to stay.
Oh, no, it's 1 and 2.
No, there's total of 3.
There's 3.
Yeah, but Usagi counts as
Sagi
two.
counts as two, remember?
Oh, of course. Damn it.
D1 にしか進めない。E2 には1人しか通れない。
う。ってことは誰かが必ず強制ステイになる。
Yeah, shit.
And you gotta use the points to meet up.
今回は私が残る。子供は守りなよ。でも、ゾンビにしてくれた。お礼。
Everyone's repaying this guy.
Yeah.
They're not doing that for Matsuyama there, Usagi.
ウサギは幸子さんたちと合流してほしい。幸
long
子
as
さん
it-
聞こえますか？
I'm worried that Matsuyama is going to be in a room with
Yeah.
Usagi.
Yeah.
D1 には何人進めそうですか？
4人、全員進めるよ。
よかった。そしたら東の方向。
Oh, that's the.
Yeah. She doesn't want to go there, though.
了解。
No?
Oh,
五木さん、ゆなさん、このターンで俺とウサギが移動して、1ターン後に元来た D3 に戻ってほしいです。 例の強制ステイが解除されます。E3 で合流しましょう。あまりバラバラに行動しない方がいい。ステイですね。わかりました。
There's going to be such a huge wrench getting thrown in here soon.
It's going way too easy.
一緒に行動した方がいいって言われたからか。このゲームはゴールを見つける必要がある。二手に分かれた方が早くゴールを見つけられる。
What is this guy? An 80s horror movie character?
自分の未来をよく考える必要ないのか。
This guy.
Why is she on your charts in your future, bruv?
The future has come to pass.
松山さん、この数字は強烈です。十分な結果だと思います。やりましたね。1本3000円で売ってもらいます。嫌なら帰ってもらって結構です。本気で変わりたい人だけ。
Selling multi-level.
It's like an
marketing.
MLM. Yeah, it's like an MLM.
そう、ファイがさせるためです。そうだからな。
Oh, you see, I have a guy, and then I have two guys below me that sell stuff.
どうして売らないといけないか分かるの
Lucky water.
You just got to find 10 of your friends.
And then they work for you.
この契約書に書いてあるだろ。返品なんてできないんだよ。
See, he signed that earlier, so the future is going to be tricky with what they show you. Oh.
採用です。本当です。よろしくお願いします。ありがとうございます。よろしくお願いします。よろしくお願いします。
They're going to start getting split up based on their futures. You know, you can't get everybody to agree to go to the same room.
中央のスタートの部屋から最も遠い角部屋がゴール。つまり出口である可能性が高い。
Okay, the corn rooms. That was Alice's plan.
Here we go.
角部屋を目指しましょう。アリスの言うことも無視したくないから、あなたと私でこっちに行きましょう。あなたはそのまま角部屋を目指すっていうの。
分かった。じゃあ俺たちはビーチに。いいよな。
Man, here we go.
Future is what you make it.
This season, they did a fantastic job of showing and explaining the games, I think. A lot less confusion.
私たち結婚します。
よろしくお願いします。そうか。
おめでとう。ありがとう。
ありがとうございます。
Man.
Now, is that a wedding or is that a funeral in a church?
But I just, this game is something else.
It's just they trick you.
湖見て。
違うよ、ゆな、これダムだよ。
正確にはダム湖だな。ダム湖。
Well, this is going to be heartbreaking as shit.
今日テンション高いの。
そりゃそうだって久々に家族で出かけんだもんすっごい楽しい。
Is this why they?
Oh,
That's why she's in Borderland.
oh, well, there we go.
They're just playing with you, man.
He's gonna run away or something at the last minute. I don't trust the futures they're showing here.
次の部屋へお進みください。
お兄ちゃんいいの？
This is all foobarred now.
Yeah, the brother's giving her away and not the dad. I mean,
okay, well, now what happens?
Forced stay. Oh, shit.
All the bad stuff.
原点を確認しました。第4ターンスタート。
サイコロは俺が振る。
Yellow's gonna be awesome.
Yep.
oh, looks like some drugs.
角部屋に行くんなら西の黄色。でも一人しか行けない。
いや、今は別れになんねん方がいいよ。南のビニに行くぞ。
やったな。内定だって。ノブ内定おめでとう。すげえおめでとう。頑張ったな。
ノブ。
Everyone is.
やったな。内定だって。ノブ内定おめ。
Yeah, he doesn't want to go that route though, because he saw his.
僕はやっぱり隣の角部屋に行ってみる。
何か罠でもあったら。
まだ15ポイント残ってる。
He does.
五木さん、サイコロの数字はどうですか？五木さん。
Awesome.
ゆなさん。今 E3 でステイ中ですよね。D3 移動できますか？
Nope.
例のロック解除お願いします。
No, there ain't.
いいの？
見ろ。
They're getting so influenced.
Yep.
そこにゴールがあるかもしれない。 あのアリスって人だってウサギさんや自分の子供を見捨ててまで俺たちを救おうとはしないはずだ。
We're so early in the game. Everybody has so many points
父さんと
left.
母さんのためにも
Yep.
俺たちは
Going
あ
on
の
that
未来に進
emotion.
む必要がある。
This is for mom and dad. And they don't know Arisu that well.
I mean, everybody's kind of out for themselves for the like it's like, hey, do we work together as a group or do we
Starts
focus
off
on-
good.
Focus on what's best for us.
Well, the folks that have been with Arisu know that he's got the best intentions. These two don't know him.
No, they're not.
Oh, was that how she ended up here?
Yeah, maybe.
おめでとう。おめでとう。
おい行くぞ。扉のポイントは俺から引く。
He's not going.
This is where it's all going to start to go wrong.
The game's messing with you, my man. I mean, genius on the game part to do this.
Right,
Because, we've had the flying balls, we've had panthers, tigers.
Yeah, this one's a lot more psychological.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like there's the game, and then there's always something else. Oh.
So they are pulling from
Hey,
some
he's-
Packers.
Packers fan.
Oh, wow.
He's doing
Look at
Wisconsin. Doing Wisconsin well there.
Oh, my
What are-
goodness.
What are the odds of that?
Go, Pack, go.
Oh.
Unreal.
ごめん。おいなんだあいつ何やってんだ
I'm going to be asking that question throughout this whole episode.
Well,
yeah.
and so much of this game
For
depends
others.
on do you believe what they're saying about the future?
Yeah.
A1 はマイナス6ポイントの部屋になります。
Oh.
Oh, shit.
Oh. Oh.
それに角部屋だから扉が1箇所しかない。
Only one
マイ
door.
ナス4ポイント。
Minus
Oh,
four.
shit.
Now they're starting to find out it's more than one.
お兄ちゃんから引こう。
でも原点を確認します。
Oh. Yeah, let's not listen to our main man.
No, never.
第5ターン。
What could happen, guys?
What's worse that could happen?
解除されたか。
何も起きてない。
Oh no, lost another point.
最高だったでしょ
Oh.
Oh no. Yeah, he sees that image and
Oh, they're both the same.
Yeah, basically. Well, one, he might be checked out permanently.
紫捨てたじゃねえかよ
See, it's all bullshit.
It's all bullshit.
The future's what you make it.
母さんお母様は重度の脳一血です
ウサギ、次に俺が D さんに行って霊を解除するから。
エイジ聞こえる？角部屋の E1 はマイナス1ポイントの部屋だった。
出口はなかったの？
外れだった。
man, I don't even know what to say. Like,
Well,
what's this?
Well, it's the way the game was going to start out. It was going to give you one bad version, and then everything else was going to be so glamorous. He kept going that, and then they just whittle it down to now it's still going to be bad. It's like he figured it out. He's like, I threw out the drugs. Why is there
Yeah,
still
why
stuff
is it
there?
there?
See?
See, now he's going to figure out it's not real.
I don't think he was supposed to go in this one, unless I misremembered.
これ全然出てないけど。
There we go.
これで動けるはずだ。次のターンで合流しよう。
了解。ありがとう。
Someone just needs to figure it out.
Okay, so we got the. Oh, they are all sorts of split up.
Yeah, we got people all over. They're not getting out together. No way.
Nope.
Not with some of these rooms deducting 4 and 6 points.
Nope.
Because everybody thinks it's the corners.
-4.
Oh, and B3 just happens to be a -4 point room.
原点を確認しました。
Game cheats.
心配ない。ポイントならまだある。
原点を確認しました。
can't split them up or anything? Like, dude, you're down to 4. You get to another 4 and you're done.
He's done.
Yeah.
He's toast.
We're gonna be whittling down the cast here on this episode
Oh, yeah.
for sure.
Maybe not this episode. They might keep him around yet.
遅くなって
Is that his ex-wife, maybe?
Definitely somebody important to him.
No.
ねえユキコ
Here we go.
今度結婚記念日に水族館行かない
For our anniversary.
久しぶり。元気そうじゃん。
Oh.
That's not good.
Come
なん
on.
か立派になって。
Come on. Overcome it.
今は建築会社で働いてんだよ変われるよユキコ
What is going to happen
No,
now?
come on. Come on, don't do it. There we go.
Man, he's been fighting his inner demons.
いらっしゃいませ。いらっしゃいませ。お待ちしておりました。
遅くなっちゃった
今日は来てくれないのかと思いました。
そんなわけないじゃん引き立ててあげよっか
本当に
どんな優位
大きくて、広くて。
Oh, they're still doing it together now.
Yeah.
And OD.
Oh, something bad.
This is intense.
They are really trying to work him towards that door.
Yeah, they are. And this whole episode, they want us, the audience, to feel every psychological bit that they're throwing in here.
Well, and especially with him going through withdrawals, it hits that much more. Where I think
Harder.
everybody else could be like, okay, I can fight through this. This is
Look at this. This is what he's imagining right now.
A3 is a negative
No.
10-point room.
Oh, man. What's the penalty going to be for that one?
A さんはマイナス8ポイントの部屋になります。
Oh no! Oh, here comes the laser.
手持ちのポイントがゼロになりました。ゲームオーバー。
出たね
警察だ中に入らせてもらうぞ
Wow, they're going to do this to him before they take him out?
見つけました
Yeah, it looks like.
じゃあ、引くから。
Yeah, his collar's gonna pop.
俺の未来って感じだ
Oh, that was violent.
Oh, that was graphic.
They're gonna tell everybody else that he was eliminated. Oh, looks like they did. Yeah.
No, I think.
Or no, that's his own thing. Yeah.
お母さんに話して。
入ってくんな。
教えて。お母さんはノブの味方だから。何があっても。
母さん。
Yes,
Well, he's next.
yeah.
This is going to probably go on a negative 8 room now, too.
Well, that's how they get you. They're using things that actually happened in your past and then
Trying to
tease you with
manipulate
the
it.
future. You
Definitely manipulate it. And
Because if
then,
they just showed you the future, you'd be like, whatever. I don't
Oh,
believe
yeah.
it, you know?
Yep.
この度赴任しました飛田信明です実は母が教師をやっていて
それでは、選択した扉に腕輪を。
It's going to be like a negative 8 again.
That's B1. It's another corner. Well, not
さんと
corner,
合流し
but.
ないと。
Oh no, Tetsu. Oh boy.
Oh, he's going to walk into a surprise. Only 4 left.
幸子さん、ビーチに戻ってきました。でも、哲さんと別れになっちゃって。A1 の角部屋には行ったのか。
私たちはあんたのすぐ隣の C1 にいる。次のターンで合流できるから、そのままステイ。
Yeah, in order for him to make it now, he needs to team up with somebody.
Yeah.
and-
Usagi's got them extra 15 points. Well, not extra, but.
Oh.
Of course. Nice roll.
It's next to impossible to roll that. He just did. Imagine that.
Weighted dice.
They were.
He just got his sister taken out.
Well, one of them is yet. Well, no, she's got points yet. He
Well,
doesn't. He's down to
we'll
4.
see, I guess.
Just keeps
新しいインタビューですか？
weirdo.
実は
There's no future with you and Usagi. Your job is to take her out from.
したいけん。
Joker.
私なんかの話でお役に立てたか。
いえいえとんでもないです。何かお礼させてください。食べたいものありますか？
そうですね。
Oh!
Just a reminder
Yep.
of what you got to do.
死の世界へ行こ
Oh, and look at their clothes. This is like happening now.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like in the game right now. Oh.
それでは選択した扉で次の部屋へお進みください。
必ず B4 で合流しよ
Guys, this might take up 4 points for him.
Yep.
That could always be a -4 room.
There's one. Oh,
Oh, you got lucky.
that's the last
It's
time we've
just
seen each
sweat.
other.
Yeah. Now he's gonna find out the point deduction here.
ノブやっと会えた。よかった。よかった。
B1 はマイナス1ポイントの部屋になります。
マイナスは私が。
てつさんを早く探さないと。
She's down to 10.
てつさんいい加減返事して。
てつさん
第8ターンスタート。
Oh,
Here's your life.
Oh no.
そんな。
Oh,
This is
she rolled a 0.
選択した扉に腕輪をかざし、
So she's gonna have somebody come unlock her now.
Well, she'd have to go to, or was that the only dice she had?
ユナさん。
お兄ちゃん。
ユナ
お兄ちゃん。お兄ちゃん、私そっち行けない。お兄ちゃん。
ユナ
Uh-oh.
はマイナス2ポイントの部屋になります。
え
手持ちのポイント、
All because of the roll of the dice, she couldn't get in there.
ゲームオーバー。
well. Thanks for playing. Yeah, Risu won't save us. Dude, this is just wicked how they do this just before they decide to put the collar into effect.
Yep, they show him everything, and then that's it.
お兄ちゃん。お兄ちゃん。
ユナ、マイナス2の部屋だった。
At least he's able to talk to her one last time.
Yeah.
兄ちゃん約束守れなかった。
お兄ちゃん。開けて。お願いだからここ開けて。
This is so wicked.
They get some level of comfort.
Yep.
Oh, they didn't pull any punches with that one, did
Nope.
they?
俺がテツさんと離れたからだ。
まだ死んだかどうかわからないでしょ。シーバーの応答がないだけじゃない。
Trying to stay positive, but
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep, she's no.
ユナさん。
Oh, she just went through.
oh,
戻ってきて。
Shit.
oh,
おりゃ。
oh no.
Shit.
Now they're forced to stay, or well, she is anyway.
B4 はマイナス2ポイントの部屋に
2-point room. She has to use her points.
選択してください。
Oh, he's
He
gonna
won't.
do it.
He'll do it.
Yep.
原点を確認します。
Jesus.
B3 はマイナス4ポイントの部屋になります。
マイナス4ポイント。私のポイント使いましょう。
原点を確認しました。
I mean, this works. Like all those points.
Yeah, when they're
for
all
their
together.
Next couple rooms. Oh gosh.
Problem is if you don't roll the dice with a high enough number.
Oh. 4.
Somebody's got to stay.
俺のいる B4 にもテツがいないとすると。
Yeah, yeah.
テツさんが。
その部屋は大きなマイナスかもしれない。
Yes.
And if he was alive, he'd be talking to you.
一人は確実にマイナスに、一人はゴールからさらに離れる。そして一人は強制ステイを選ばなきゃいけない。
That's about it.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh, jeez.
Did this really happen to her? Had to have been, because the way she's reacting.
Yeah.
共に死の世界へ行こう。
What is happening? Oh shit. Look at what. Oh, I thought they were going to play something bad for Usagi in front of him.
Got to get to A5. Oh. Oh,
yeah.
He's seeing it.
Now, he's going to get swayed by this.
Yep. But they're not showing who did it.
That's what we saw in the trailer.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Folks, what a ride this episode was. Like, I know, I'm real curious too to see if a lot of folks like didn't like it, liked it, because we went on a psychological ride.
Yeah, that's what this was.
Yeah, it was so different from the last episode. I mean, it
so
couldn't have been any more different.
Yeah, totally.
You know, and I know for me, I liked how it built because, you know, at first, like the first few minutes, I was kind of like, okay, just ignore the shit on the walls and just go and do what's smart. And that they built to it. They built where they started playing, or the game master, who, you know, Joker, whoever it is at this point, they started playing, okay, first we'll just show you the future. Could be good, could be bad. We'll show you that. And, it, you know, again, that's when you're skeptical, right? Like, well, this doesn't mean anything. They're just putting stuff out there. But when they started tapping into their past memories and the things that really traumatized them or was a big deal in their past somehow, and they were able to tie into that, that's when they got them. And then that's when it all started having such an effect on them. And I love how they did that build, because not only does, you know, it affect you as it affects the player, obviously, but it affects you as the viewer, because you just get more and more hooked into it. And like, you can almost feel yourself leaning in towards the TV as the episode progressed, because it got that much serious. And then, of course, like we always have in this game, somebody throws a monkey wrench into the plan and starts splitting up. And then, oh, by the way, some rooms are massive deductions that we didn't know about when you split up. Because at first, like, oh shit, we all got 15 points. We can run through this whole thing and not even have to worry about it. But just like the last games that they kind of explained on the fly a little bit, they did that with this one too, with the rooms costing points and having to leave people behind, and they're stuck and they're splitting up, running out of points. It was so well done psychologically, because for like the first, I don't know, maybe 10, 12, 15 minutes, maybe, I was kind of like, okay, is this one really going to run the whole episode, or is this what we're going to do? We're going to show memories, make choices, and then bounce around into rooms. But boy, did they took me on just a massive ride anyways. And by the end of the episode, I was so hooked. So just bravo again on this one to just suck you in like nothing else that I can think of that's been done, where in one episode, for me, starting out a little skeptical to being completely bought in. It was so well done. And of course, again, a big shout out this season. I feel they've done just a fantastic job of explaining the games for the viewer. You know, I mean, if you're reading subtitles, it can get a little tricky sometimes trying to keep up with what the rules are. So I really appreciated the use of animation this season and how they're kind of explaining the rules as you go. Because I know on the first couple of seasons, I know all of us had some questions like, okay, well, what's going on? Well, can they do this? And you kind of, it takes you out of it a little bit because you're hung up on the rules of the games instead of the story. So massive, massive thanks to them putting that in there. Yeah, I mean, that's, I don't know how we're going to get out of this if... Again, they're even at the end, they're still trying to play on Alice's psychology, because the imagery that he was given, nobody else is in the room, and Usagi gets taken out, and it's only him and her in the room, and they're trying to play it off, I think, like he's the one that did it. Now, why would he ever do that? How would he ever find himself in that situation? I'm sure that's what Alice was asking himself when he was looking up at that screen. So, brilliant episode. Cannot wait for the finale. This is going to be wild.
Well, I like how they still put that in to mess with him because he was trying to think and he was telling himself think, right? And then just to kind of sway his process a little bit, we'll show him this about Usagi and make him really think hard and twice about decisions that he may think of or was already thinking of, and maybe even just wipe it clear because he has to play on emotion now, which a lot of these guys did is, a certain number of folks here played on their emotions.
Yeah, the brilliance of showing their past really helped tie into that.
That's where they crush it in this series, and that's why they want him view Arisu as the perfect citizen because of how he's been able to think through all the games and how he's been able to beat them, so to speak. And really a great psychological episode here because you dive into their past and into their future. You claim it's their future, but that's why I said the future is to come to pass because a lot of their futures, if it was gone a negative way, they would then replay, what previously happened to them and what may have caused it to take that turn in their future, so to speak. So it was great that they played on their raw emotions, every time because like you had the brother and sister, they're like, all right, we're gonna be together, and like look at his big dream was seeing his sister get married. That was his big dream that he was moving towards, that he absolutely loved.
Keep the promise with mom and dad.
Exactly, and that's what he said for mom and dad. So he was willing to use his points because he figured, well, that as long as she gets out, she can have this future. And I was with you right off the bat, where it was like they're just throwing this up there to just try and fool you, to try and not get you to go into the good rooms because, of course, I want to go into the room that looks like I'm going to win the fortune, and then which they did brilliantly again. And they're like, oh yeah, by the way, that's minus 4-point room, and so you better get on your watch and tell them on your wristband, tell them, hey, don't go to this room. It's negative, whatever. So a good thing Arisu figured out like A3 must have been a massive point deduction, which it was because it was 8. And that's what took out Tensu. And I really liked his character. You wanted him to get his redemption. You wanted him to, overcome everything that has been happening. But I think why he started smiling at that is because he thought that even no matter what he does right, he's going to end up succumbing to the addiction because it is an everyday thing that you have to battle. And I think he just was like, I would just end up doing this and end up hurting the people around me more. So maybe that was his way of feeling better that he was getting out. Whereas the brother got to see the wedding and got to see his sister as a beautiful bride. And so that was the lasting memory that he had to see, was his sister getting married before he got taken out. So it's interesting that they show you the good and the bad futures that could happen to any one of them. But then right before they take you out, a little contrast in what they showed each person before they passed away and before they took them out. And then obviously, you can't sit there and waddle, so they got to hit you with neck bursting right off the bat. It was right as you're having this emotional moment. They do that to really just bring you back down to, okay, now we have to get back to this game. And then even what they did where you have to stay and you have to sit in that room and it's the red lights and it's just showing you the worst of the worst. Like that was really intense.
Yeah, Ree's trapped again.
Yeah, and how she would have to just sit there and just take it again and for however long it takes to do the turn, and hopefully someone can free her. So really, really good episode. It definitely was a psychological, episode that really like makes you think about what they could do to get out of here. And I am definitely ready for the next episode, whether it's the final one or not. Who knows? We'll find out. We'll figure that out at the end, but another really, really good episode. They've been crushing it. All 3 seasons have been amazing. So it's no different for season 3 as well.
Yeah, I thought this was a great episode. The last episode kind of wrap up, I talked about how they went back and forth between, kind of a more of a psychological type game and a physical type game with climbing the building, and then this was a really unique one here in that it played with a lot of like your emotions and stuff. It wasn't just like, okay, now we have this crazy physical challenge or we have to figure out this game. They threw in this, this like giant curveball of, oh, by the way, we're going to show you a future, but is it really your future or is it not your future? Or is this a future that we're going to throw out in front of you that's basically playing off your insecurities and the things that you did in your past life? And so there's such a weird dynamic to this game because there's still a strategic component to this game. We have to spread out to the different number of rooms, try to find the exit. We each have a certain number of points. We find out that different rooms subtract different points. So as soon as somebody's in that room, they should be communicating to everybody else, hey guys, we got to steer clear of this particular room because it's a 4-point room. So this, again, a very unique episode and something different that we've seen before, where there's a huge level of strategy. You hate to split up from the people that you're with, but sometimes you have no choice. Are you going to go back and try to save somebody if they're stuck in a room? So I really like the way that this episode was written. And I found it to be very interesting that they, because if somebody's got video of your future, it's like, okay, and I get it's the whole Borderland world, but if somebody had video of my future, I'd be like, okay, well, are you portraying a nightmare that I scenario or a happy scenario or what am I even looking at here? And there's no way that you could. I know we make jokes. I don't know if it's gonna make the cut, but we make these Back to the Future jokes. Hey, the future is what you make of it. So I found it very interesting that these everybody was making decisions off of the future. Like they didn't bring up like, hey guys, what if they're trying to, lean us in the wrong direction and play off our insecurities? And we've seen shows like that before where people are, whether there's some sort of supernatural component or something like that, and people are cognitive of the fact that the images that they're seeing might, it's a figment of their imagination, or something that's trying to pull them in the wrong direction as a distraction or what have you. So the fact that they threw that component in here, I thought was really cool because again, this game by itself, I think just a strategy game would have been really cool. Like, okay, we got to find the exit. This is the point situation. So you could have taken this game just by itself with the roll of the dice and made it a strategy game and made it really cool. But of course, people wanted to go to, strategy got thrown by the wayside when people saw futures that they liked more. And of course, that's what we saw happen with Tetsu, where, he saw this future that he really wanted and that's the direction he went in. So I loved the writing here, the back and forth between in the game, and then they gave you kind of that really visually they did a really good job because of course they did these digital screens for your images of the future, but then they cut, of course, to the HD images of things that happen in real life. And so just from a production standpoint and a videography standpoint and the way they presented the story to you, I thought they did a great job with this episode. Mason Quinn, I really liked what you said about how they gave you a better idea of how the game operated, and they did it in a very visually cool way. Of course, they gave us the intro, right, in beginning, but then they would give you like this overhead shot, and they showed the dice, and they showed the doors, and they showed the wristbands, because it can be difficult to keep track of some of these games. Like when they were going through this game at first, they're like, okay, these are the rules. I'm like, oh, okay. And if you guys go back to our first reactions rather in the first season, I think all of us were trying to take notes like on how the game works. Like, okay, I'm going to try to figure this out. Okay, how does the game work? And if you're spending too much time writing down on a notepad or trying to figure it out, you're losing the content that's in front of you. So I like that they worked that in. And when they did the overhead shot of the different rooms and stuff like that, visually that made it super, super clear. Like, okay, this is where everybody is. Because what was it? It was pretty early where they were the different rooms where they like had fire and they had to get out and they had to escape.
That
and
was the first episode.
Yeah, and there was a similar. I mean, I think it was. Obviously there was different things, but you had to go from room to room to
find
find
that exit.
And it was a little bit harder to follow along, where again, just the overhead visual and the animations and stuff, it really like, I think it helped kind of like amp up the anxiety because you know what's going on, right? Like it's, of course there can be anxiety for not knowing what's going to happen. Oh, what's going on with all these guys? But you were able to sit back and be like, no, not that room. No, don't go a little bit more. So, I said it at the end of last episode, and it's something that I really want to reiterate is that I am just so impressed with the writing that we've gotten this season. After the first season was incredible, second season was incredible. With the way they ended the second season, I had a lot of questions and a lot of hesitations that they were going to be able to come back with a third season and have it be a story that felt like it flowed well with the first two, and that it wasn't just, off in left field and like, oh, hey, we're going to use the name and kind of the premise, but it's not really going to be a continuation of the story, and it's going to be hard for people to get invested. And that's absolutely not the case here. They gave us, your original characters that we've had, that we've become very invested in. And I think they've done a really good job of getting us heavily invested in newer characters as well, just with their storylines. So again, a great episode. Down to the final one. I'm, do we know if there's a season 4 yet, or has that been?
I'm not even searching, trying to stay away.
Yeah,
you
because
never
it's
know.
kind of like
spoilers.
Yeah, because if they show, like, let's just say, for example, they show Alice and Usagi ready to go for season 4. Oh, okay, they make it. So
and
that's why I'm not even.
and I'm glad that. Well, it's a good thing that I have a question then. But yeah, that's a really good point. Like season 4, you're like, well,
babe, how about you shut up?
Well, and look, and a lot of shows do that. And I guess if this show is unique in that it's not a storytelling show. It's a show where people get 86, they lose their life. So it's different from like a drama where it's like, okay, we're just moving on to the next season and we have a new story to tell you about these people. The nature of the games means that, it's a survival or not type thing. But
speaking of the people, it was really good that the actors got to really kind of show their chops in this episode instead of just running for their life or climbing buildings or whatever. So that was good for all of them to highlight that.
And it speaks volumes. That's a really good point. And it speaks volumes to almost the trust that the writers have to put into the people that they're casting. You're not just casting people that have to run around and do action sequences, or there's not just a bunch of stunt people. Like, you have to do that and you have to sell that, but you also have to be able to sell these really emotional scenes, which they've done a great job with.
Yeah, this one was a wild ride. It was all psychological, and of course, you being in the seats watching them, you're like screaming, "No, basically almost everything at your
Don't
your
roll
screen.
a 0.
Yeah, and then seeing some of this play out, going into the episode, that something's going to happen. It's just a matter of what. But then you see the choices that these folks make, and you're like, oh no, it hits, right? So bravo to the writers, bravo to the actors for nailing every bit of this. I thought what's his name? Why do I always butcher it?
Our main baddie.
Yeah,
Matsuyama.
I thought he was going to be way more of a pain in the ass in this one
be a lot
than
more
what he already
contradicting.
was. Yeah, because he actually was. I kept thinking he was going to be like trying to really put a divide in between everyone in every single room that he went in, or just really try to steer people off and play to the emotions that the screens were. But he, for the most part, that didn't happen it didn't happen like I thought it was going to be. So I can only imagine what the next episode's going to bring, because they did remind us again in here, especially on the screen, of what his job is. So the Joker is, making sure that he at least tries to follow through. Tetsu? Yeah, Tetsu? I think I said his name right.
Yeah.
His journey was, and not only his journey, but everyone's journey in here so far. But his was intriguing because it felt like, we're pulling some past moments, and that's how we're going to kind of give you a backstory. But then when he made his final choice, and we got to see that unique way of giving us the backstory, which I believe that was really what happened. Could be wrong, but that's what I believe happened. So the way they were able to give us that backstory that fast, that quick, was actually pretty unique and a very fascinating way to do it. Because normally you just get like our normals of backstory. So this episode, they really did a great job of trying to bring a unique flavor to it. So that was good job to everyone again on that. Usagi and Arisu and that crew that followed Arisu, for the most part, they, tried to play the game with him. But I'm curious to see now the choices that are going to be made, especially for what we just left off on. So, and some of these folks have no points, or they're really super low on their points. So I can only imagine too now, especially with the way that everyone had to get split up right there. How are they going to be able to survive? Because you need a group that has, basically what we saw with Usagi there before they rolled the dice again, and then hey, we got a 3-way split and someone has to stay.
Yeah, because it's all chance. It's roll the dice.
Yeah, the dice thing. Yeah, it's like you have a strategy ahead. You have a strategy. You have strategy that you have to try to figure out just as far as finding the exit, but then the dice makes it completely. And then they threw the layer in of the different rooms having the different point values, and you had no idea. And that's the thing. It's like, well, you had no idea. It's not like they showed on the door, hey, by the way, if you go into this room, you get this many points, and then they can talk and strategize. Okay, this is what you have left. This is what you have left. You basically get in the room. Oh, surprise. That's it. You're done.
Yeah, and I'm curious, had the group actually followed through, like where would we actually be in the game? Would everyone still be okay? Would they not be okay? But
you almost have to go back. You almost have to go back where Matsuya had them split up for that first time.
Yeah. That was the first crack.
That's right where it started, and then from there is where everything went.
Well, the way they were, I think they all kind of had the mindset that the exits were going to be in the corners, and it's not a small feat to get to one corner and then make your way all the way around the other corners. But if everybody would have stayed together, and they could have stayed together, but again, with the dice, that adds such an interesting component. Because if you're in this room and you need to go to this room, and this is the yellow, and you roll a 1, well, then everybody's got to divert and try to join back down. But you don't know when you try to go back down. But then again, you look at something like this, and we joke about it obviously in horror type films, but this might not have been a bad idea where, hey guys, let's split up, everybody go your own way. But again, the dice and the rooms having their own point values, I mean, they made it such a crapshoot for everybody.
Yeah, bring on the next one, because that's going to be wild. I hope it goes good. I hope
finale.
It goes well.
The finale.
Man, I hope it goes well.
Yeah, well, there you go. That was the penultimate episode. We cannot wait for it. You guys probably already saw it. So for Appleton Oak, Diamond Dave, that's Mason Quinn. I'm, of course, the Answer. We'll catch you on the next one, pals.